6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Trevor Davis now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
On first down, Hurts. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking long for Westbrook. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
Line
10.
of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Denzel Ward.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 28-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
First down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, Browns.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 1st and goal at the 1. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Down by Carl Joseph. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at the 20. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in. Touchdown. Cleveland.
Complete to
Terry McLaurin. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Jaguars nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Hurts. Caught here by Conley. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Hurts to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
Play fake, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Mayfield. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. They'll run with Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 24. Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
34.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson, and he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. Past the 20. 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
For Josh Oliver.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey,
we got 3 down.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mack Wilson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. He completes it to Nelson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Check 13. Check 13.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Jaguars, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The open man is Westbrook. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Third down, Mayfield. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns. A gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
58 yards. And
now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
10-yard line.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 10 yards to go.
Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Seibert's kick is good. Well, they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Check, 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 check. Mike 51, Mike check.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 51. Yeah.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The open man is Shark, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Hand off to Thompson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Tackle made by the longtime member of these Browns, Joe Schobert.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Complete.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
And again, it's Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Browns 48, Jaguars nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Gotta do better.
Hurts. And the pressure gets to him again.
Jalen Hurts.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. And able to find Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. On first down, Hurts. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Another Jacksonville.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, but it's going to be second down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment thought he might break it, but in the end, they get the tackle and stop the drama.
You were starting to have more fun, weren't you?
Well, I was starting to stand up.
Yeah, you were into that one. Who knew? We thought maybe